Hey guys, it's me Lunar with another Playerunknown video for Xbox One. As you guys know, I'm making some changes, making videos on news and updates for other games, but PUBG videos are also going to change to something a bit more useful and helpful. I tried out discussion vids, gameplay, not a lot of interest. You guys really just want useful or helpful videos, like how-to guides or tips and tricks. So today, I'm making a strategy or tactic video for beginners on what are the different strategies for playing the game at the start. There are plenty of different strategies for how to play, both at the start of the game, so parachuting, landing location, and looting your initial gear, and also mid to end game for approaching the final circles. I'm going to make videos on them, starting with a start game strategy and my favorite way to play, which is high risk aggressive approach. First, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and let's jump into it. Playing Playerunknown's Battlegrounds, you're essentially thrown into the middle of a map and tasked with traveling to the middle of the circle. But how do you get there and what is the best way to do that is optional. In these videos, I'm going to give you the most popular ways to play and the benefits of doing it that way. Today's strategy is aggro, or the aggressive approach, and this is the highest risk strategy for the game, but will also be the most rewarding with guaranteed awesome gear if you survive. Essentially what you need to do here is jump into the highest risk area in the drop plane flight path, a city or some high risk area like the school or the military base. My favorite is Pachinki, right in the middle of the map, or Novorapnoi on the east of the military base as well, I like there. Now this specific tactic is a race. You want to make sure you land as quick as possible, learn any places beforehand that might give you a weapon, a specific house, a warehouse, a church, and be there first if you can. Getting a weapon is so important here, as to get out of this high risk area, you're going to need to get kills. When you first land, start searching buildings as quick as possible, look for any weapon at all. You want to find an assault rifle or an SMG, plus for areas with lots of buildings, a shotgun is also perfect for close quarter combat. If you have a pistol, melee weapon, or just your fists, then try to move to the next building carefully, but quickly. It shouldn't take you too long to find at least one weapon in a high risk area. One other quick piece of advice is you can look around you when you're parachuting, so you can keep an eye on at the beginning on where other players are, and you can use this to make sure that you're going to be starting in a house where there's no other players. They could be close by, but you don't want to be into a house where another player is also going. So that way you can get to a weapon without conflict. After you find your weapon, you have to do two things. Begin searching buildings for all of the gear you need: helmet, body armor, backpack, medkits, weapon mods, ammo. I tend to pick up all kinds of ammo at the start if I have enough space, so that if I change weapon in the future, and I usually don't start off with a weapon that I'm looking for, that way I will have ammo for it in the future. But if I run out of space, I will of course drop some of that ammo. You should also have a plan in your head already on the kinds of loadout you're looking for. There are different kinds of loadout for different playstyles. My ultimate loadout is an M16 with a 4 or 8 scope for mid to long ranges, and a Scar L with a sight or nothing more than a 2x scope set to automatic for close range kills. But of course it depends on what playstyle you have. That's my preferred loadout, and I'm on the lookout for them when I'm looting. It doesn't always happen, and you should also have a backup. The UMP9 SMG or the AKM seems to be pretty common, and I use them when I can't find a Scar, which is pretty rare. The second thing you're doing is killing other players. They are without a doubt the biggest source of gear. Killing someone will provide you with tons of stuff, especially the longer you wait, but you need to be careful as gunshots can attract other players and you might get killed while looting them, especially if it's out in the open. So if you do kill someone out in the open, it's always a good idea to wait a little while just to see who's going around before you go and check what loot they have. Remember to tread carefully while going building to building. Players can be inside any of them. Listen for footsteps, look for open doors or broken windows. You can hear the windows breaking if people are doing it while close by. Enter carefully. I often look through the window to see if any of the loot has been taken as well. That often tells you whether someone has been here. And in the 5 minutes you have, you should be able to find plenty of stuff you need from either looting or getting kills. Now while searching the area, remember to keep an eye on the blue circle. How close by is it? Where do you need to go? The great thing about Pachinki is that it's never too far away from the circle, and quite often it happens to be right on top of you. So you can play the entire game almost in the city. So you always have plenty of time to loot, but make sure you don't get too caught out. It's not too big a deal to begin with at the start. If you have plenty of first aid kits, you can survive being trapped outside the blue wall, but it's not ideal. If you have survived and are now fully kitted out, then leaving the area won't be too high risk as most players will have already been killed. But there will still be some, as of course all the players who are leaving will be going in the same direction. So don't leave the area by running through an open field straight from the city, where you still might get shot. Sneak, stick to cover, find a vehicle if you can, and you're ready for the next phase. But of course, that opens up to a whole set of other strategies or tactics for how to play and reach the top 10 safely, and then again to survive the final 10. So guys, that is it for the aggressive approach. You can slightly alter this one where you land in a high risk area and sneak from building to building and avoid gunfights, for example. It is possible. I've tried it out a couple of times. It can be done, although most times I've had to kill one person to do so. But the great thing about dropping to a high risk area and getting kills is that you get good practice and you always learn something even if you die. If you play and sneak around and survive, you often find even if you reach the top 10 without conflict, you're not as prepared for the final 10 as someone who's played for kills, as killing and aggression is usually what gets you the victory. So an aggressive approach prepares you a lot more for getting a chicken dinner. It's definitely true that you can get close to winning by simply sneaking, although you'll have to kill someone eventually, but I definitely still prefer the aggressive approach for that reason, although it may not be the best for reaching the top 10 in the first place, as you can often get killed early on. But of course the decision is yours, and there are plenty of other playstyles I will be going over in future videos. Well guys, that is it. This tactics and strategy video was designed for beginner players. If you're experienced and have anything you think is worth adding to this aggressive playstyle, then please share it in the comments with other people and help out the community. I'll be back later with a couple more non-PUBG videos. Look out for those if you're interested. If not, I'll be back again soon with another PlayerUnknown's Battleground video. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave a like below, guys. The support is greatly appreciated on the channel, so that would be really awesome. Subscribe if you're new around for similar videos to this one, and I will catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.